I'd like to read a preliminary statement from the petition, which is the basis of this resolution that we're calling tonight. The City of New York has issued over 2,700 death certificates related to the attacks on the World Trade Center on 9/11. In addition to the murder of over 2,000 innocent civilians, hundreds of first responders were also murdered on 9/11 while selflessly attempting to save others. Many more first responders have died subsequent to 9/11 as a result of their exposure to toxic and corrosive air contaminants at Ground Zero while participating in heroic rescue and recovery work. This petition presents evidence heretofore ignored by federal authorities that the World Trade Center Twin Towers, WTC-1 and WTC-2, and WTC Building 7 collapsed on 9/11 due to the detonation of pre-planted explosives and/or incendiaries. This petition is intended to renew the investigation into these murders, raise awareness, and bring truth to light, and hold everyone responsible to account. Resolution. Whereas the attacks of September 11, 2001 are inextricably and forever tied to the Franklin Square and Munson Fire Department. Whereas on September 11, 2001, while operating at the World Trade Center in New York City, firefighter Thomas J. Hetzel, badge number 290 of Hook and Ladder Company number 1, Franklin Square and Munson Fire Department of New York, was killed in performance of his duties, along with 2,976 other emergency responders and civilians. Whereas members of the Franklin Square and Munson Fire Department were called upon to assist in the subsequent rescue and recovery operations and cleanup of the World Trade Center site, afflicting many of them with life-threatening illnesses as a result of breathing the deadly toxins present at the site. Whereas the Board of Fire Commissioners of the Franklin Square and Munson Fire District recognizes the significant and compelling nature of a petition before the United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York reporting unprosecuted federal crimes at the World Trade Center on September 11, 2001, and calling upon the United States Attorney to present that petition to a special grand jury pursuant to the United States Constitution and 18 United States Constitution subsection 3332, paragraph A. Whereas the overwhelming evidence presented in said petition demonstrates beyond any doubt that pre-planted explosives and/or incendiaries, not just airplanes and the ensuing fires, caused the destruction of the 3 World Trade Center buildings, killing the vast majority of the victims who perished that day. Whereas the victims of 9/11, their families, the people of New York City, and our nation deserve that every crime related to the attacks of September 11, 2001 be investigated to the fullest, and that every person who was responsible face justice. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Fire Commissioners of the Franklin Square and Munson Fire District fully supports a comprehensive federal grand jury investigation and prosecution of every crime related to the attacks of September 11, 2001, as well as any and all efforts by other government entities to investigate and uncover the full truth surrounding the events of that horrible day.
I'm going to put the resolution to a vote. Commissioner Malloy?
Aye.
Commissioner Lyons?
Aye.
Commissioner Torregrossa? Commissioner Doyle?
Aye.
Commissioner Saltzman?
Aye.
Resolution passed.